Has your energy, Southern Arizona? It's now time for the highly acclaimed, much anticipated Friday Football Fever. Good evening to you. I'm Paul Cicala.
And I'm David Kelly. And Paul's playoff time inches closer and closer. After tonight, we'll get a better idea on which teams may be in and which ones may be out.
Very true, my friend. Of course, undefeated South Pointe knocked off formerly unbeaten Saguaro last week. And tonight, the Cougars were hoping to do the same to the other team coming in tonight without a loss. We're talking CDO.
Yeah, that's right, Paul. So it's no surprise that we head to Oro Valley for our Pumpkin Patch, Marana Pumpkin Patch and Farms Festival game of the week. And it was the second game back for Stevie Rocker at CDO. He and Gavin Davis in the hunt for an open division playoff spot. Isaiah Davis hoping to help the Cougars rebound from that South Pointe loss. CDO's Montana Newstead are looking to go deep here, but Jameer Gassaway with the PBU. That is pass broken up later. Jordan Bunting on the jet sweep has the opening, but how about Ethan Cicala here? That's a textbook takedown right there. A lot of eyes on this game, including the Washington Huskies taking some time to check out the Dorado Stevie Rocker, but early on there was just no running room for Rocker to show what he could possibly do at the next level. Gabriel Salinas, Isaiah Grigsby putting the clamps on him there. CDO's defense stifling all night. Corey Bonstrom, Gavin Davis plugging holes. This was a great night for those linemen that Mama is raising. One of them, Connor Fierro, gets a strip here at the goal line. Grigsby with the scoop. And that would end yet another scoring chance for the Dorados. CDO, though, kept knocking on the door for points. Jordan Bunting, oh my goodness. The Cougars kept denying, but if you knock enough on that door, Paul, eventually you get the answer, and they did tonight. CDO stays unbeaten with a 21-7 win.
What a victory. On to Vail we go for a matchup that could have been billed as the game of the week as well. Buena and Cienega going toe-to-toe, and Buena's Giovanni Bourbon breaks off a first down run right off the bat. Woo, doggy. After that, Bourbon is about to get the ball to Troy Walters, and the ref gets scared and backs up right into our photographer. Come on. Might have been on purpose. Hey, I'm talking about the touchdown run, that is. The boys from Cochise County start off strong, but then Cienega's Gabe Levy will take it strong into the end zone. Pounding his chest. Oh, yeah. But the boys from Cochise County, they answer. Bourbon, the quarterback, is about to find Keon Taylor, and Buena will retake the lead with that touchdown, but don't count out Cienega and Gabe Levy. On the run, we're about to speed things up a bit. When everything is said and done, that, folks, is a touchdown. In the end, the Bobcats survive against an upstart Buena team. Final score, 26-19.
Homecoming night at Freeland Field. Check out my man Francisco Treveso out there giving it his all. Go ahead, Francisco. This is the 80th birthday for Amphi High. Rio Rico's Adrian Rodriguez had them fooled with the fake right rollback, fake left rollback right. Edron on the run, but unfortunately that play would be called back due to holding. How about some more reverse action? This time Amphi going reverse style, 20-yard run. This is going to go to the red zone for the Panthers, and that would set up Kiko Trejo. Panthers win big on homecoming night, and you do not have to wait for the dance, because I'm going to tell you, your homecoming king, linebacker Ben Moreno, and the queen of Pantherland, the lovely Michelle Villegas. Now you can go have fun at that dance.
Good stuff. All right, keeping it near Midtown. It'd be a matchup between two teams with a combined record of 9 wins and just 2 losses. I'm talking about unbeaten South Pointe against 4-2 Casa Grande Union. On paper, it's one of the better teams left for the Lancers to be facing. Still, coming into the showdown, it's hard to imagine any squad from south of Gila River being able to hang with South Pointe, that's for sure. And instead of running out to the field, the South Pointe football team would walk onto the turf slowly, surely, confidently, with the U.S. flag in hand. And on the coin toss, gotta love the South Pointe team captains being escorted by proud U.S. veterans. And on the opening kickoff, take a look at Lathan Ransom breaking off some yardage to help South Pointe start off with some great field position. He's going to step out of bounds here, and after that, Ransom will see his number called once again as he takes it up the middle strong for a first down. The Lancers are in business, so what's new, tennis shoe? Time to get the ball into the hands of Southern Arizona's all-time leading rusher, Bajan Robinson, doing it and doing it and doing it well. He'll be representing the Longhorns but was raised out in Tucson. South Pointe jumps ahead 7-0. Casa Grande scores 21 against the Lancers, but hey, it was far from enough. South Pointe wins 59-21. Hey, and from Midtown and South Pointe High School, we head southwest of it to the edges of A Mountain and Sentinel Peak. That's where Choya was hosting Desert View and a battle between West Siders and South Siders. David Kelly joins us again.
Thanks, Paul. Choya High School came into tonight coming off back-to-back losses that some of their teams outscored 106-14. Now, meanwhile, Desert View has exceeded expectation this season with a chance to move above 500 with a victory tonight. One key for Choya's defense, hoping to contain Desert View running back Serge Jaboa. And tonight at Choya High School, the cheer squad knew how to keep the energy up first quarter. And it's going to be Anthony Trejo there with the touchdown. Anthony getting in the end zone. Still now, first down and 10, right when you thought the Choya Chargers were falling behind. How about the very own Moses White gets to put some points on the scoreboard there. Desert View, though, coming right back. It's going to be Carlos Alvarez. Thought he was Simba there. Broke free from the pack. That's a touchdown. Then Alvarez is going to strike again. Check this out. It's the catch, and Desert View's Richard Santiago handles the ball like a boss there. Final score tonight, Choya, though, wins it 27-16.
Tough loss for Coach Robert Bonilla. Some Jaguars. They head to Flowing Wells next week, while Choya will be able to see if the Empire strikes back. Literally, remember, Empire High School lost to Flowing Wells last week 10-7. And tonight, the Caballeros were hoping to continue the momentum from that victory as Flowing Wells hosted Rincon High School. Let's pick things up with Flowing Wells leading 10-0 and Rincon threatening. The camera's about to be faked out just a bit, and then quarterback Preston Silvas will throw it up for grabs. That'll be intercepted in the end zone by Brandon Ortega, but the play was called back because of a horse collar. Then, after that, Preston keeps the ball, and look at it in slow motion. His helmet will be ripped off of his head as he hits the ground. One play later, Rincon would score with Alex Timbres taking it in. The score would be 10-7. Caballeros still leading, and Rincon will force Flowing Wells to punt, and then the Rangers' Steven Geiger will break a tackle and then fumble. After everything's said and done, Flowing Wells recovers. After that, how about quarterback Austin Spivey for Flowing Wells rolling out, and he'll find Lloyd Love. Gotta love that from Love. That's a first down, and one play later, the Caballeros are going to get the ball to Brian Cruz Estrella with Estrella shooting forward like a shooting star. We still don't have the final score on this one. Please make sure you call them in for us. All right. We're far from over with. After the break, David Kelly and yours truly will continue the action-packed in-your-face highlights. After the break, we get a shout-out from a group of high school cheerleaders, and you don't want to miss it. Plus, we'll have our play of the night. And, hey, Coach Brandon Sanders and Pueblo take on Coach Mike Wells and Palo Verde. So let's go, Wells, or you know how it is. The Friday Football Fever rolls on after the break. How's your energy, my high school football fans? Welcome back. I'm Paul Cicala. David Kelly's standing by as we speak, and you can see all of the scores and all the big games on our ticker. Just a reminder for you, right below. We'll have full rundowns on KVOA.com. But for now, let's get right back into it, shall we? Coach Brandon Sanders' Pueblo Warriors would storm onto the field, and from the beginning, Julian Lopez will show he came to play. They'd fake everyone out, including our photographers, but hey, Pueblo leads 7-0. After that, Edgar Lopez with the ball, but he'll fumble. And how about Amari Knotts? He's going to come up with it for Palo Verde. But after that, Palo Verde still trying to get something going. And check it out. The ball will be snapped over the punter's head. Tyson Price falls on the ball in the end zone. That's a safety. Pueblo's in business. Then it is time for Marcelino Vega to take it into the end zone. The route is on, my friends, not to be outdone. How about Marcelino Vega about to find Enrique Cancio for another touchdown? The route's on, as mentioned. Pueblo wins 56-0. And that's it for the high school games we're able to get. Now let's head out to David Kelly with the play of the night.
Thanks a lot, Paul. For that, we go right back out to Canyon del Oro High School for this play right here. And right before the end of the half, the Dorados, Montana Newstutter goes back to pass, and he gets planted by Jordan Bunting. A blindside sack for bunting. Fortunately, though, Neustaedter and CDO come back, and they get the win tonight to stay unbeaten and in the mix for the Open Division postseason.
Wow, so CDO, of course, it was a surprise. You had talked to Coach Dustin Peace earlier in the day, and they have jumped into the top 8.
Yeah.
And that victory solidifies that even more.
Exactly. Well, they were in the top 10, and only 8 of those teams will get in.
Yeah, so the 2 undefeated teams here in Tucson now, South Pointe, Canyon del Oro.
Absolutely, and that's going to be interesting as they move forward because South Pointe right now is the number 2 team overall. So they're obviously looking at hosting in the first round.
And at this point, I don't see many teams from Southern Arizona hanging with South Pointe, that's for sure.
Not at all, not at all.
Well, it's that time of the night that we like the least. Time to say goodbye. Adios, sayonara, aloha, ciao for now, or better yet, see ya. Wouldn't want to be, I don't know, a lot of corny cliches tonight, that's for sure.
Indeed, and yes, Paul, South Pointe Catholic are continue to show what they are good of at obviously this year. And if you want to see all of our highlights, just head on over to KVOA.com for that.
Looking forward to that. For David Kelly, I'm Paul Cicala. Make sure you enjoy some of these highlights that you only see on KVOA News 4 Tucson.